There is a plague ripping through the California high desert, a plague of crime and permanent ecological destruction. In 2016, California voters passed Prop 64, legalizing the use, sale, and cultivation of recreational cannabis. While I personally believe prohibition was poor policy, in the 8 years since, we have firsthand seen policy failure after failure and the enormous consequences. Limited cultivation permits, excessive taxation, and lax enforcement has led to a thriving black market. In January 2024, the scene you see here involves 6 individuals who were brutally murdered near El Mirage, in what was likely a cartel hit. Law enforcement caught the culprits, but the growing black market has accelerated a wave of violence in our desert communities. These grower operations pop up, use stolen water, electricity, and often use excessive fertilizer and pesticides to grow as much product as fast as possible. They spoil public and private land and create massive toxic hazards, often with IBC toads leaching chemicals into the soil, plastic from greenhouses shredding and spreading out into the surrounding area, not to mention other debris and garbage destroying the natural desert habitat. In today's video, we are exploring the ruins of 2 illegal grow ops to see firsthand the impact they will have on our desert. This first grow op is small, but it still has had its impact. Here you can see a trench excavated to hold water, still lined with some plastic sheeting. There are hydroponics lines still stretching out from this trench to the ruined greenhouses. The winds make easy work of the plastic, slowly deteriorating under the extreme desert sun, shedding large amounts of plastic out into the desert. The greenhouse rooms are made simplistically of PVC piping, which will eventually degrade under the harsh UV light. Even with this smaller operation, there's trash, including beer bottles, tin cans, and pesticide bottles. By contrast, the second site is absolutely massive with easily over 100 greenhouses in various states of ruin. The scale is almost overwhelming. Not only that, but this site was also apparently constructed only a few short years ago, yet the apparent damage is enormous. I always try to check out any abandoned campers or mobile homes when I can. Seeing this fifth wheel out here made me a little bit nervous, so I wanted to ensure my safety before exploring the rest of the area. This is just one row of greenhouses. There's debris scattered absolutely everywhere. You can also tell that this operation was a little bit more complex than the first site. There's ventilation equipment, piping, and even the structures of the greenhouses themselves look a little bit more complex. On a corner of the property, there's this huge pile of these IBC totes. They could have been used to transport anything from water to pesticides, or even liquid fertilizers. Whatever they once carried, there's total lack of care. These could have all been empty, or they could have been partially filled and the contents spilled on the ground. The stem snipped at the base in these containers definitely points to the plants being seized at some point. Scattered around the location are several makeshift sheds. This one appears like it was used for shelter, others were more clearly for processing product. What I think is a massive shame about this situation is there's enormous effort put towards raiding and shutting down these sites. However, once the plants have been destroyed, it seems like there's absolutely no concern or follow-up about cleaning up from any local officials, and this is the end result. This larger structure has shelving and benches, which to me seems to indicate it was likely used to process product. Finding these toys among the piles of debris made me a little bit sad. There were likely migrant families working here who brought their children with them. And this is where the well was at the back corner of the property. Not a single care about this jug of oil leaching into the soil near a water source. Of course, the wells are not tagged, meaning they were also illegally drilled, stealing water from the local aquifer. On the other side of this massive property are two more structures. The first one is a goner, but the second one is more intact. Clearly it was used as housing. There are some remaining items like VHS tapes. There's also a makeshift shower in the back corner. Thanks for joining me today. If you enjoyed the journey, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more future exploration content. Your support helps bring me more of these unique locations to you. Leave a comment below with your thoughts or any unique places you think I should explore next. Until next time, see you on the back roads.